Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today at Chrissy's Wig Room for a review of two colors in the same style. I am super excited to share this review with you all today. I have been super excited and I just had to get this review out there because this color and this style is amazing. And not only is this color and the style amazing, but the price point is also very amazing. So a lot to say about this style. As you can tell, I'm super excited. I have been waiting for a long beachy wave style to come out like this, and I am so impressed with it. It is sold out in most colors right now. So if there's a color that you're looking for, just keep your watch out, keep your eye out. But I know why, after ordering two of these for myself, why this color sold out so quickly, because, or I'm sorry, why the style sold out so quickly, because it is just absolutely stunning and the fibers are so realistic. So this is the Rene of Paris Brooklyn. It's brand new for 2023. It just came out not too long ago. I'm sure that many of you have heard about it and probably have seen it. But there's not been a lot of brunette reviews out there on this style, and I really wanted to get the brunette review out there for you all because I know a lot of you are brunette lovers like me, and just really like to see it in a brunette color because, you know, it's a love for many of us. For me, because my bio hair is brunette, it's just what I feel most comfortable in. I have experienced with the reds, the blondes, but I just always come back to brunette because that's what I feel most comfortable in my day-to-day wear. So this style is just absolutely stunning. This is the Coffee Latte. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful, rich brunette with some honey brown highlights in there. And I think that Rene of Paris has just absolutely knocked it out of the park on this style. I absolutely am in love with it. The fibers feel so soft. So these are heat-friendly synthetic fibers, which I haven't had much experience with the heat-friendly Rene of Paris fibers. I love Rene of Paris. I have many of their synthetic fiber wigs, but I've never experienced the heat-friendly. And I can tell you right now, this is just out of the box. I just cut the tag off of this one. But I can tell you just from at least right now, I don't know how it's going to handle over time, but right now it's amazing. It feels so soft. It almost feels like human hair texture, but it's not. It's heat-friendly synthetic, but it's that soft right now out of the box. So it'll be interesting to see how it wears. Now, for me personally, I am not going to be brushing these curls out. I love this kind of curl pattern. I've been wanting them to come out with a budget-friendly style that had this kind of curl pattern because I think we all just love our beach waves. It's just something that stands the test of time. It's like one of those styles that just never goes out of style. You know how there's certain fashion styles that will just never go out of style? That's kind of how it is with wigs too. And this is one of those styles that I think we all love. Those of us that love curls, we just love these kind of styles because curls are easier to maintain, I feel, on a wig as well. And I think that's why many of us gravitate towards the curly styles and not so much the straighter styles, because straighter styles on a wig are a little bit more to maintain. They're beautiful, but they are a little bit more to maintain because you can see the variances in them, and you can see when maybe a wig strand is too dry or something's out of place, where with the curly wigs, even if they're a little bit tangled or something, we don't really notice it as much because of the curl pattern. So I think that's why so many of us love it, and I've even noticed that. Again, I had a lot of straight styles, and then recently I kind of just got rid of them all, and I'm back to my curly styles because I'm like, at the end of the day, my straighter styles don't quite look as good as my curly styles, so I'm gravitating back towards the curly styles. And I think really in our wig wearing journey, we just go back and forth. We like straight styles for a while, and then we go back to our curly. So I try to keep at least a couple of straight styles just in case I want to wear something straighter. But lately, this summer, I'm all about the beach waves. I have been ordering every kind of beach wave style I can get my hands on. I'm wanting a Maxwell 22 by Belle Tress because I've never tried that. I'm just really loving the beach vibes this summer. And so this style, if you haven't had your hands on it or you haven't had a chance to pick it up, I hope you're able to, because you're going to love the Rene of Paris Brooklyn. It comes in many beautiful colors, lots of brunette choices as well as blonde choices, and I think there's a couple reds, beautiful red in there. But this is just a stunning style. And if you like California beach waves, if you like California Beach Waves by Tressalor, or Henry Margou's Willow. You're really going to like this. This is just my personal opinion, but I think this wig is better than the California Beach Waves by Tressalure. That's just a personal opinion. That's just me. But I'm saying that because this curl pattern is so much more beautiful. I've noticed on this one, the curl pattern starts higher up and goes down with these cascading waves. I had a couple of Tressalure California Beach Waves, and I'll be honest, for the price point, I spent over $300 on each of them. Of course, sold them for way less than half. I always lose money when I sell wigs. A lot of money, and I don't have a lot of money, and so it becomes a big financial, kind of nightmare because wigs are so expensive. That's why I was so excited to see that this is around $150 to $160, sometimes less if there's like a higher discount going on, but it's usually always 30% off at most major retailers. And I think it's better than the Tressalure California Beach Waves because the curls are more prominent on this piece. And just from, like I said, this is out of the box, but just from what I can tell out of the box, I just feel like it's going to hold up better too, but we will find out over time. So both of these wigs were purchased with my own funds. I am bringing you this review today just so that I can share my thoughts and show you the pieces because I know I have many brunette wig fans out there that love these kind of styles like I do, and you guys are going to love it if you can get your hands on any of the brunette shades. Now, I also wanted to talk about this necklace. This is a beautiful, beautiful necklace that I got on the Amazon Prime sale. This came from Amazon. It was a Prime deal, and I saw one of my favorite wig reviewers that talks about a lot of different things that you need to purchase on Amazon. She showed this, and I just had to pick it up. So I picked it up in the silver and the gold, and I'm loving it. And then Amazon sells these magnetic extenders that you can add to your necklaces, because I always have a hard time, and some of you probably do too, when you're putting on a wig, or especially if you put the wig on and then you want to put a necklace on. It's so hard not to get the little, claw clip of the necklace into your hair strands. That's always a problem. I'm always getting it caught up in the hair strands, and then that kind of ruins, some of those hair strands. So Denise Sheets talked about magnetic extenders that you can add to your necklace, and I bought those on Amazon, and I'm loving them. So I'm adding those to all of my necklaces that I wear, all the time. And it's so nice because they just magnetically close, and then you just clip it right there and you put your necklace on and you don't have to fumble around. So magnetic necklace extenders are worth it. They're only like 10 or 11 bucks on Amazon. And this necklace on the Prime deal was like 11 or 12 bucks. And I love it. It's just so dainty, and it's got a little pearl there at the end, and I just absolutely love it. So I'm not usually a huge person that buys a lot of stuff for Amazon Prime Day. I did get a couple of backpack purses because I'm loving backpack purses. So I did get a couple of those, and then I got these necklaces because, well, I just couldn't resist. So like I said, I usually don't. I buy stuff off Amazon all the time as I am a Prime member, but I don't typically gravitate towards those sales. I just buy things as I find them or need them. So back to this beautiful wig. So this is the Coffee Latte color. Let me do a quick spin. Look at the curls. Look at the beauty. It's absolutely stunning. This is a keeper for sure, and this is worth every penny. This is worth every penny of the $150 or $160 dollars. This is amazing. At a time right now where inflation is at its all-time highest, wigs are going up and up and up and up in price. I am struggling to financially keep afloat. I'm already behind in some bills, and that's why I have to sell certain wigs just to pay a bill, because it's so hard to keep afloat as inflation is just getting higher and higher and higher, and everything just keeps going up and up and up. I mean, I go to the grocery store, I spend $100, and I'm only getting like 7 or 8 items. Gas here is $3.39 a gallon. It's too much. It's just too much. But I love the fact that this is budget friendly, and it's got a beautiful curl pattern. I think it's worth every penny. So this is just absolutely stunning piece. You guys, I'm amazed. And I love how the bangs stay out of your face too. So Coffee Latte is just a beautiful, rich brunette, and it just has some very light honey tones in there. But Rene of Paris does an amazing job of blending the highlights. So they're not chunky in any way. They're just there and they look beautiful. So let's do an inside look at the cap here for Rene of Paris Brooklyn. So we've got the Velcro adjusters. Now this is part of the Alexander Couture collection by Rene of Paris. It is a more budget-friendly line with beautiful, gorgeous pieces. One thing I noticed is that they put the Velcro strap adjusters on this piece, which I absolutely love. Most Rene of Paris synthetic pieces that I own have the hook and loop adjusters, which they're okay, but I personally love this style better. I just feel like it secures, and I'm sure many of you can attest to that. It just secures better for whatever reason. So we've got the Rene of Paris tag. It does say Brooklyn in there. And then they've got the color Coffee Latte. So we love when wig manufacturers put the style name and the color in the wig. It really helps, especially if you're like me and you just don't keep them back in the boxes. Because typically when I start wearing a wig, I just don't put it back in the box. So we've got the open wefted sides and back. This, with the extenders all the way in, this fits my petite average circumference of 21.5 inches perfectly. We have a lace front that goes all the way from side to side, temple to temple. Beautiful. And then that mono part there. And like I said, it just wears beautifully. There is a bang, but it doesn't fall in your face. There's a slight bang there, but it just curves back into the style beautifully. And I don't even have to pin it back unless I want to. You know, you can always add hair accessories if you want to. But with this particular style, I'm usually having to pin the bangs back to keep them out of my face, and I don't have to do that with this style. So if you love those beachy waves, check out the style. You're going to love it. Now I have it in one other color, and I need to show you that other color. Let's see, what did I do with it? It's right here. So we're going to take a look at this other color that I got very recently. I loved this so much, and I noticed that it was going out of stock quickly. So I said I have to get it in another brunette, and so I got it in ginger brown. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the tags. This is ginger brown. It's very similar to Coffee Latte. Ginger brown's just a little lighter of a brown. It has a little bit of a reddish tone mixed in there. It's more of an auburn. So it's basically described as a medium auburn with some golden brown mixed in. And there we go, Brooklyn in ginger brown, high heat synthetic fiber by the Alexander Couture collection of Rene of Paris. Alexander Couture comes out with amazing styles that are typically always budget friendly from everything that I've seen. And that's one thing that I appreciate, because like I said, in a world where everything keeps going higher and higher, those of us that want to continue to look beautiful, we struggle sometimes with coming up with the money to pay for everything. So again, the cap construction is going to be the same, but this is in ginger brown, and ginger brown is basically, so the other one that I showed you is basically a dark brown with some honey brown highlights, and this is more of like a medium brown with some auburn highlights. So that's basically the difference. They're very, very similar, but I do think this one's just a little bit lighter in the brunette. That one's really, the Coffee Latte has always been my favorite color in the Rene of Paris line. Another color that I love, actually I have two other colors that I love. I love the mocha brown and I love the caramel brown. However, the caramel brown seems to be discontinued in a lot of styles. I've told Rene of Paris on their Instagram feed, please bring that color back in other styles, because it's an amazing color for us dark brunette lovers. It was like this really, caramel brown's like this really deep, rich brown, and it had just the slightest ash blonde highlight in the front, just the slightest. So pretty, love it. But this particular color, as you can tell, it's just a tad lighter than the other one, but we've got those same beautiful, soft, beachy curls. I wanted to grab this one in the marble brown, but it's sold out right now. So I'll have to wait and get it later. But this style is just, this style is just knocking it out of the park for beach waves. I mean, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And then it's one of those styles where if you add water to it, it just seems to get prettier and curlier. And I think it's absolutely stunning. I thank you so much, Rene of Paris, for coming out with this style. You've heard us, I think that you know that that's something that so many of us just love, is the beach waves, and you've heard us talk. You know, it is so important to have a style like this, that's not $300. Like I said, it just gets, I'm sorry to say, but it gets a little ridiculous when you have to pay $300, because you buy 2 wigs at $300, that's over $600. And I can't pay that. I mean, I can't pay it. I just can't. If you buy 3 wigs at $300, you're up to $1,000 in just 3 wigs. And the problem is that a lot of us have, and I know I'm not the only one, you know, it's hard not to be jealous when you don't have the money and you see these styles being advertised and coming out on social media all the time. You know, you need this wig in your life, you need this wig in your life, you need this wig in your life. And you're going, yes, I need this wig in my life because I need self-care. I need to feel good about myself. But how am I going to pay for it? And then even if I do get it, how am I going to pay it off? And that's where I ran into issues, you know, because you have all these different social media saying, you need this wig, you need self-care, you do you. And it's like, yeah, but you got to have the money, you got to have the funds to do that with. And sometimes it's hard. It's very hard. And it's hard not to be jealous when you see that wig and you think, gosh, by the time I have the money to purchase it, it's probably going to be out of stock. And then I'm going to have to wait another 6 months. And then what if I don't have the money then, when it comes back in stock? And that's irritating, especially when it's a wig that you really, really want. So my point of all of that is, I'm just thankful that there are still wigs coming out that are well under $200, because that is a blessing. That's really huge that we can get a gorgeous style like this for $160 with tax and still look gorgeous. And it feels so good too. You know, it feels really, really nice. Now it is a long piece. It's close to 23 inches, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, like I said, if you like the Henry Margaux Willow, which I love, you're not going to have any problem wearing this. This is a little bit heavier density than the Henry Margaux Willow. But you know, if you're in an office or you're not, you know, this is not a wig that you'd want to work out in. This is not something I would reach to work out in. But if you're like me and you're just in the office and you just want a beautiful hairpiece, you want a beautiful hairpiece for going out on the weekends, going out to eat, going out to the movies, you're going to love this piece. It is so worth it. Highly, highly recommend it. I would recommend this 1,000 times over, because it, like I said, it checks all the boxes. It has the curl pattern. It feels soft. The curls are amazing. It's under $200. It's on point with the budget priced wigs. And so it checks all of the boxes as far as what I like in a wig. And the colors that they give are just amazing too. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the 2 new color, well, not new colors, but the newest style by Rene of Paris in the 2 colors that I purchased, which is Coffee Latte, and then this one is the Ginger Brown. And these are sold at most major wig manufacturers with a 30% discount, so you can definitely get Rene of Paris typically stays at 30%. Once in a while you'll see around the holidays like a 35% off, and so then that's a really good deal to grab as many as you can. But I love Rene of Paris. It's always been one of my favorite brands, and I'm so excited that they came out with this stunning piece. Just amazing. It's just really, really, truly an amazing piece. All right, guys, thank you again for watching. I hope that you all have a fantastic week. And if you like this video and you're not already subscribed, I'd appreciate if you could click that subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on any future wig reviews. Also, there's a link to my eBay store down below. That is where you will find any wigs that I have listed for sale, as well as clothes, accessories, lots of other things. The support that you provide through the eBay store allows me to continue to make wig reviews and purchase these wigs. Also, there's a link to my Facebook and Instagram page, and there's also a link to the Corseted Jewel Lady, where you can get beautiful, fashionable jewelry to complement your wigs and your clothes. With the Corseted Jewel Lady, and she does have live impromptu shows. Would highly recommend checking her out if you have not and you're looking for some fashionable jewelry that can match your wigs beautifully and not break the bank. It is really, really a fun thing to check out. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye.